Hi everyone, today we are gonna making something abstract idea using Vellum. So let's start it. Now let's take some geometry where we can add some animation trails. I am using group to select some area where I want my tail to be spawned. After that simply apply a blast node to delete this group. Just give a group name what we have created. To reverse this selection, enable the non-selected. Take a null and tag as geometry. This is our source or maybe emitter. After that add a node called hairgen. So we can see that the hair is spawned on our geometry. This size is too small for our simulation, so increase the length. For my sim I don't want this density, so I am decrease this. Increase the segment will enhance the hair movement. To set the scaling we are using attribute remap and attribute create. In the create attributes nodes, the attribute name will be pscale and give some value. After that just connect our remap node. Here the origin name will be our pscale. Set the minimum and maximum according your effects. If it's overtake a wrangler after the hairgen, so we need some root points, so we need to grab some root point from this node. Expression will start with creating a group called root. We are using vertex prim index in the functions. In the open and close bracket, the first position of the geo handle will be set to 0. After that we need a specific vertex number using syntax vtx_num for each vertex. Add double equals and the value will be 0. Now take a blast node and delete the group we created in Wrangler which is called roots. Make sure the group type will be our points. For this sim we need to use popnet. Use the enumerate node to assign point value to index. Connect the enumerated node before the blast node. Change group type to points. After that just connect the popnet at the end. Go inside the pop network and change the source emission type to all points. Set the birth activation to only spawn at the first frame. Unfortunately this is not working. Why? Because I forgot to assign a group to blast node. Now return back to popnet. Adding some force using pop force node. Adjust some parameter according to what we are looking for. For now I'm just increase the amplitude. Next node will be our pop track to slow down the simulation. We are gonna use soft solver to move points only on the surface. Connect before the pop track. In inside take object merge. Provide the path location of our mask. Use ray node to project our points on the geometry. And change the method will be our minimum distance. Here we can see that the points are moving along the surface of the geometry. For my simulation I only need the geometry from a specific group what we created initially. So just change the reference path location to our geometry. Come outside and next add a node called separation to avoid the intersection of points. In object mode add a node called Vellum here. Before that take a node called attribute copy. Connect the pop network on the second input and enumerate on first. Enable the match by attributes and attribute name will be our index. And attribute name will be our P. After that connect the Vellum here to the attribute copy. In the Vellum here node under the pin group section set the group to root and enable the match animation. Increase the edge length scale and connect the Vellum solver. In solver we need to remove gravity. Use polywire to extend the line. Adjust the wire radius for the segment. Use Wrangler to control the speed scale of the segment. For this we need a curve view attribute, so we use the resample node and enable the curve view attributes. So set the width attribute to the equal to the product of curve view attribute and make the scale channel. This works as a parameter for scaling. After that, click on the polywire node and set the width radius using $width syntax. Just go in Wrangler node and click on compile, and now we can control our scaling from Wrangler node. To customize the curve view attribute, use cramp function to create ramp. The channel name is ramp. Now just hit the compiler. Adjust the spline ramp to match the shape of the tail. After that, add a subdivision. It is optional. If it's not necessary to adding some color to visual appeals. Now let's merge our geometry with tail animation for better visual presentation. I am using object merge node to import our geometry and provide the path location. And copy the object merge node and paste it above the Vellum configuration. Then connect the last input of the Vellum configuration. This will serve as the collider for our simulation. After that, just set the length and density of the simulation using hair generation settings.